My name is Rhapsody and welcome back to Downfall. It's time to launch in with the Hex Ghost in order to get the unlock of the next character, as well as the unlock of the next 3 cards. So I'm just gonna quickly click that and then random rare relic, sure. Go there, call, and move 1 space forward and then abandon the game. Oh, we got 1 point, great! We unlock Toasty. Deal 14 damage, apply Soul Burn equal to the unblocked damage dealt. Interesting. There's also Spectral Spark, apply 6 Soul Burn. If the active Ghost Flame is ignited, extinguish it and return this card to your hand. If the active Ghost Flame is ignited, extinguish it and return this to your hand. That's really interesting because this is a skill card and the active Ghost Flame could be one that is activated by playing 2 skills. So if you played this, it could then ignite the Ghost Flame as part of its own action, trigger if the active Ghost Flame is ignited, extinguish it, extinguishing that Ghost Flame and then returning itself to your hand, and then you play another skill and then you play Spectral Spark and then another skill and Spectral Spark. So you just jump back and forth between those skills and Spectral Spark. There's also Searing Strike here. Ethereal, deal 10 damage, apply 6 Soul Burn. If the card is exhausted, take 6 damage. So it's a very efficient source of damage, but you have to use it, otherwise you'll get hit yourself. Interesting. And then the new character, the Snecko. Let's have a look at them. Downfall. The Snecko, a serpentine creature native to the city. Oh, that art, though. That art, though. I did look through the credits in the mods, and I couldn't necessarily find the credit for the person who specifically did the character art for these screens. I'd love to know. Snecko Soul is their starting relic. Whenever you add an unknown card into your deck, increase your max HP by 1. Starts with 4 unlocks remaining and 0 out of 300 for the next unlock. Let's go for it. Arise, says the heart. Let's have a look at our deck. Yeah, 3 strikes, 3 defends. They upgrade as you might imagine. We also have Tail Whip. Deal 10 damage, apply 0 to 2 weak or 0 to 2 vulnerable, upgrade 0 to 3. Snack Bite, deal 9 damage, muddle the highest cost card in your hand. Muddling changes its cost between 0 and 3. Upgrades to muddle 2 cards. Then there's also an unknown card. At the start of combat, unknown cards transform into other random cards from any other class that satisfies certain constraints. So upgrading this will make sure we get an upgraded card, upgrading this makes sure we get an upgraded card. The other ones are probably going to say something like unknown skill card, unknown power card, unknown attack card, those kinds of things. All right. We could... I really want like a upgrade heavy path, if at all possible. There's one that has 2 elites and 3 upgrades. It's the most elites I could hit as well, and it gets a late fight against the merchant too. I like that. I like that. We already have a decent amount of max HP, so I might actually go for the enemies in the next 2 combats, Flee and Terror. Okay. I also really like getting the Ruby Key early and then breaking as soon as possible. Ooh! Get the money from that, get the relic. I can even just go through and get the kill. Let's do that. Bye. Got him. And in doing that, we got some extra souls as well. The card here. Nope. 0 cost. Snack-proof. Snack-proof cards aren't affected by confusion and cannot be muddled. Exhaust a card in your hand, replace it with a random card of the same type that costs 1 less. We can also upgrade it, and upgrading it just removes exhaust. Is it with a random card at the same time? Yeah. Just removes exhaust. So unknown block card, unknown strike card. strike card. Not attack card, but yeah, any card with the word strike in its name. I don't know if that's going to be relevant for us. Unknown block card. Yeah, let's get an unknown block card. And 1 max HP. Bye. Good fight. Okay, Nope is there again. We also have Unknown Weak card and Snake Rake. Deal 9 damage, draw 0 to 2 cards, muddle the highest cost card in your hand. That seems pretty good. I like it. I like it. We'll take it. Yeah, I'm going for as many upgrades as possible, so we're going down this middle line. Let's strike and Snake Rake that. Compile package. Choose one of 3 packages to add to your hand. Okay, so we can get the package Sentry to add a Sentry Beam and 2 Sentry Waves to our hand, reduce their cost by 1 this combat. It's also Time Bomb, Spiker Protocol, and Repulsor. All of them get reduced by 1 as well. And then the package Bronze. You can also see the cards at the very bottom there. The Time Bomb we saw recently. Spiker Protocol we also saw recently. Repulsor we saw recently. All of the Sentry stuff we saw recently as well. Ah, Hyper Beam would be easier to play with the package Bronze. They get added to my hand, though. I'm going to go with the shapes. Because then I can just Repulsor, Spiker Protocol, set up a Time Bomb, weaken the enemy, and then wait. Okay, so similar to how if you put cards in your deck that generate orbs, not cards that generate orbs, at least in the base game, but if you put a card in your deck that generates orbs, as any character except for the defect, you gain an orb slot. It's just invisible. It's waiting there. Prismatic Shard will do it to you too. So it looks like as the non-Guardian, we still have 1 stasis slot, kind of sticking with that prior setup guide, guess you could call it. All right. Ooh. Interesting. So you get more specific with the upgrades. Rain of Dice. Deal 2 to 4 damage to a random enemy 2 to 4 times. Muddle the next 2 to 4 cards you draw. Oh, do you want to play into the randomness? So do these unknown cards set? At the start of combat, they transform into random cards. Okay, yeah, so they're not set on drawn, and they're not set reset every draw or anything like that. The thing is, Slime Boss cards are often consistent with other Slime Boss cards in order to have, like, tremendous effects, whereas a lot of Ironclad cards are kind of freestanding, so I'm going to take the Ironclad. Okay. Let's go defend. Snake Rake. Oh, I was really hoping that wouldn't change the cost of the Snake Bite there. Gosh, I hope I get compile packages. Equilibrium's not bad here, though. Equilibrium defend. Take no damage this turn. Have 3 extra cards for the next turn. Maya is... Maya is what? Attacks for 2 and goops. Oof. I think I still need it. I mean, I can kill that backliner. Almost in a single attack, but not in a single attack, importantly. Alright. Best I think I can do there. Let's defend and then Snake Rake, just in case. Yeah. Didn't want to draw double days and then muddle the defend that I already had in hand beyond the ability to play it. Okay. So here we'll just pop double defense, strike the front liner. Looks like we're going to get out of this fight relatively well. The meat on the bone is going to be particularly helpful. It seems like if your HP is at or below 50% at the end of combat, heal for 12. Let's use Madness to make this Snack Bite lethal for free. I didn't play the strike first because if I drew a defend, I wanted this strike to possibly get muddled so that I would still be able to play the defend. It was a gamble. Definitely. Okay, there's the kill. The Maya Slime will do it at the start of the next turn. Girya! You can gain strength at rest sites up to 3 times maximum. That is so good. I may actually want to hold off on taking too many more cards now because I'm going to break the ruby. And I'm going to lift. I'm going to lift it all of these. Just get a bunch of extra strength early. It's super huge to have that. Meal ticket. Whenever you enter a shop, heal for 15 HP. I want the Sapphire Key instead, though. And then I'm going to break the Sapphire Key. And we get mad jacked. Ironclad cards now mean so much more to us. There's another rest over there. Actually, maybe I peace out. I could break the Emerald by this point, actually, if I wanted to. We just want Sentinels. And they're the worst for us. How's Lagavulin? Lagavulin's fine right now, isn't it? Okay. 2 strength on the Gremlin knob. Not great. Could be worse, though. Right, Infernal. Ice Crush! Deals 4 to 17. Maximum damage increased by 1 for each unknown card you started combat with. Oh, I was really hoping that was going to hit multiple times like the other dice that we saw prior. 15. Pretty near the high end of that. I'm happy to go to below half HP here. Let's... I'm going to Tail Whip before I Snack Bite, actually. There we go. Oh, come on. Let's... Thunderclap. Do I want to double defend here? So if I double defend, your damage increases to 20. I take 10 in order to heal 12. That's obviously not that good. There's an Emerald Key. Danger Noodle. I get the reference. The snacks being noodles. I've been around on the internet for some amount of years that I'm starting to get more self-conscious about. Serpent Idol, Snack Proof. Choose 1 of 3 random off-class. Off-class is a keyword that means an off-class card is any obtainable card from a class that other than your own, rather. To add to your hand, cost 0 this turn. It's also Danger Noodle, deal 9 damage, repeat this for each off-class card in your hand, then exhaust those cards. This being a way to multiple hit an enemy when I'm already putting a bunch of strength in this deck seems like a good finisher for us. Break the Emeralds. Get extremely jacked. Haunting Leak for vulnerability. I do kind of want the Jawworm to hit me once is the thing. Well, it's not going to be the Jawworm that does this damage. Soul Rolls, Neck Proof, model your hand, upgrades to draw a card as well. Defensive Flare. Gain 6 block, increased by 1 for each off-class card you have. So this is, there's an off-class kind of build that I'm perceiving here. I'm going to take an extra attack card. Seems quite useful for us. So I take 1 damage here. It's enough to get us the extra draw. 56. Oh, 12. Hang on. So how do I not defend entirely against this? Try and weaken you. 6 damage. And then kill you next turn. Looks good to me. That'll get our heal with the meat on the bone to get back up to 62. Improvised attack. Deal 8 damage, add a random off-class attack into your hand, and muddle it. And muddle it, really? Deal 7 to 12 damage to all enemies. Upgrade all off-cast cards in your hand. We might go for like an off-class multi-striker kind of build. I'm a little uncomfortable, but maybe it's fine. Danger Noodle seems like it instantly kills something here, right? 1 off-class, 2 off-class. Those are from the same off-class. For each off-class, so never mind, it's still... So, 13, we go 39, 52. We have the ability to kill the backliner and then defend here. Oh my god, you gave me a feat and a wish! Alright, I'll get some gold. I'll cycle back to that feed and get some max HP too. Nice! Defend and Snake Rake. Tail Whip as well. Take a little bit of damage here. Fine with that. Obviously, if I'm waiting for the feed. Gambler's Brew also seems really good. Does everything just seem really good to me? What am I doing here? What am I doing? Draw 1 to 5 cards. Oh. It's just like, I want some attack cards in the deck. But more cards in hand is more off-class cards in hand for the sake of the other combos. Have the ability to throw away things that I don't want. Alright, Merchant. Let's see what we can do to you. Clash straight up unplayable here. Upgrade all off-class cards in your hands. Like, there are a few things to upgrade with that. There we go, we did it! Yay! Do I want to Energy Potion play out Equilibrium here? The possibility does exist that Clash is good in the next hand. No. Okay, we have an Exhume and a Clothesline. Soul Draw first for 1 card. Nice. Good work, Ryan. Danger Noodle for some damage. Also going to energy and then throw out some more damage and a little bit of defense there as well. Make him vulnerable. Not make him vulnerable at all. And then the card that did decrease, we still don't have the ability to use. Ow. Let's Snack Bite, reducing the cost of that so we can actually play out the entire hand. That's great. It's a decent amount of damage against the merchant there. Unfortunately, this also takes us to a store that we probably don't really have the ability to capitalize on. Because I spent so much money breaking all of the... Ooh, what's this? Ring of the Sneck. At the start of combat, a player 0 to 2 weak and vulnerable to all enemies. Oh my god, that is ridiculously powerful. Illegible. Unreadable. Due by Tuesday. There's also unlimited rolls at the start of your turn. Add a soul roll into your hand. It gains ethereal and exhaust, so every turn I can muddle my hand if I need to. Rain of Dice. I think Rain of Dice is exactly what I want here because of its ability to synergize with the energy. Not the energy, sorry, synergize with the... synergize with the... strength. That's what I meant to say. Synergize with our strength. Liquid Luck is here. Also, this turn, cards that choose a random number for their effect choose the maximum possible number. Oh, for their effect, not for their cost. Okay, that makes more sense. I could go for another Soul Draw. Is that dumb? Maybe a little. I should probably path for a bunch of upgrades next floor as well. Here and now, at the start of this turn, gain 2 strength. Lose this strength when you advance or retract. Of each turn, gain 2 strength. Lose this strength when you advance or retract. Well, I'm probably not going to advance or retract ever, so... Cool. Out from Beyond. Afterlife. If it's exhausted, gain energy and draw a card. Okay. Well... That's exactly what I didn't want to have happen! And now it's playable, but I can't play it. Ugh. It's fine, I didn't need that for this fight anyway. Collects. Ooh, that's a great useful card right there, but do I need it? Probably not. Still works though. Random off-class skills. No, I'm gonna go for another Rain of Dice. So we're a Strength and Rain of Dice deck, I think. Is that a thing? I don't know if that's a thing. Vulnerable. No weak, no vulnerable. Good one. Then Rain of Dice. Hit him 2 times. All right. All right. Sands of Time is at least going to have its cost constantly reduced there. There's another Rain of Dice in hand. Alright. Let's pop out an Anger to begin with. Don't want a Danger Noodle here. I may actually just go all out in terms of the damage that I deal. Yeah. Swinging straight for the fences already. Snakebite models this, which I can now use to defend happily, and then throw the strike. Again, enjoying Nightmare Guys being 1 cost. Yeah, here I think I am actually just sprinting straight towards the end of the fight, otherwise I lose. Anger. Tail whip. Rain of Dice. That was too close. Did not like that. Draw 1 card, then exhaust 1 card. Exhaust your hand, replacing them with random cards of the exhausted cards class. Upgrades to give you 2 more cards in hand before you do that. If I can't play them, it doesn't help me. Rare power card upgrades. Take another Danger Noodle and see what I can do with this. Oh my god, do I just straight up transform all my strikes in defense? Are we going that ham? I think we actually may be going that ham. We get a X-Cost card, a Defect card. Reduce the cost of off-class cards in your hand by 1 this turn. Whenever you model a card, gain 1 block the next turn. Iron Fang and Soul Draw again. I am so concerned. I may need to avoid a lot of elites this floor. All right, let's have a look at the rest paths. Maximum rest pathing is still 3. Yikes. Definitely starting here regardless. Gosh, there's so much that I want to upgrade in this deck right now. That's not good enough. Possibility of an extra hit on the Rain of Dice actually matters a lot. Soul Draw moving from 0 to 4 to 1 to 5 is also huge. I don't think I'm going to win with my first time as his character. I'm doing Ooh, a Piece of Candy right now, and Ooh, a Piece of Candy did not work prior. But also, as a character that's got a bunch of randomness, do you play into it? Am I trying to tame this randomness, or am I trying to ride it? I think I will upgrade the Rains of Dice. Oh my god. Just Danger Noodles for as much damage, I guess. To be fair, we got a lot of multi-strikes there, making that a lot easier for us. Firepot's probably the easiest for us to discard there. Quick move. Gain 10 block, muddle the 2 highest cost cards in your hand. I like that. Get some defense here. We're lacking a little, especially after losing those defense. Remove all strikes, obtain 3 upgraded battle. Well, you have no strikes in the entire deck. Take Consult Playbook. That's pretty good for generating off-class stuff. Become cursed with Icky, add a slime status to your hand. I can lose 10 max HP here, I think. As soon as the book leaves the pedestal, you feel it draining your life essence. It better be worth it. Alright. Definitely go for the overclock. Snake Rake as well. Didn't hit the thing I kind of wanted. Rain of dice for only 2 hits, sadly. But we do get the White Sting back. Unfortunately, the panic button doesn't get retained in hand this time. Don't want to lose strength at all there. Reduce the cost of off-class cards in your hand by 1 this time. There's only 1 of them. Soul Draw first. Ooh, nice draw on that Soul Draw. Heavy Blade's actually pretty huge here too. But I'm pretty worried about what happens if I decide not to attack at all. Oh, sorry. About what happens if I decide not to defend at all. So that's Iron Fang. Yeah, 5 block. Still taking 10 damage here. Nice. Neck Bite. I was ideally hoping that the Heavy Blade would be hit and decrease its cost. Obviously not fulfilled there. Vulnerable? Hey, we did get vulnerable. Rain of dice? 3 hits? Could be a lot worse. Alright, hopefully we get a decent damage turn here, though. Wide Sting. That'll upgrade the Heavy Blade as well. I love that. That upgrades the Heavy Blade. We use the Heavy Blade, and then we Rain of dice. This is still good. Right? This is 2 fights, and we've gotten 300 HP off of them. This is still going okay, I think. We'll proceed into here. 50% discount on all products. Really wish I could take that. Cheap stock. At the start of your turn, reduce the cost of your highest cost off-class card in hand by 1. I like that. Because I did not get extra energy. There's Decker's Protection. Gain Dex. Add a random power card to your hand to cost 0 this turn. Wow, that seems really powerful. Deal damage to all enemies equal to the number of unknown cards in your deck. Upgrades to no longer exhaust. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So that's 7 AoE. I mean, it could get larger. It's just, I don't know if I am going to want to balloon the size of the deck while I don't currently understand exactly how to build it. Cheap stock honestly seems pretty useful here. In terms of upgrades now, I want to cut out to the left. That elite fight's going to be a bit rough. Gain 200 souls and get Curse Haunted when drawn, add Ethereal to all cards in hand, or a 50% chance for a relic. For Writhe, rather, as well as the Dreamcatcher. Whenever you rest, you may add a card to your deck. Sure. Seems neat. There's that cheap stock. Let's go cheap stock Iron Fang for as much defense as I can get. Not that much there. And then collect, just get some extra energy for the next turn. Try and use that to even out our draws and curve. Barrage for no damage. Put an ethereal card from the exhaust pile into your hand. Do I have any of those? No. I am going to quick move to begin. Danger Noodle is now free. That is intriguing. I have a couple off-class cards in hand. All right, I think what I'm going to do is Wide Sting. It upgrades the Seek. I'll use the Seek to find more off-class cards. Let's get Consult. And I guess Entrench, because I don't want that. Then I'm going to use the Miracle to play Consult. Those all get added to my hand. And then I'm going to use the Danger Noodle. to exhaust all of them to deal as much damage as they can now. It feels like double rain of dice ought to be lethal here, but it isn't, but we get the snake bite for the kill. Frozen egg, whenever you had a power card to your deck upgraded, that makes it a lot easier to take. Upgraded vulnerable card as well seems good. Improvised guard, we've seen that before. Upgraded vulnerable card, yeah, I do want the ability to apply vulnerable more consistently. And we hop off to the left. Eternal Feather, for every 5 cards in your deck, heal 3 HP whenever you enter a rest site. Nice! Happy to have that directly before I go to a rest site. And then here we have, I mean, making that cost 1 makes it significantly easier to play. All right. Hey, Snecko. What's up, friend? Trying to make something 0 cost there, didn't work out. Also trying to make the enemy vulnerable or weak for 2 turns, all of that. Nuh-uh. Let's Mud Shields. Okay. Quick move. Does a double muddle there, getting some extra, as well as cheap stock. Nice. Just cast off cast and headbang. It's not super relevant. Cheap stock and Slither Strike seem pretty good there. Just for sake of consistency. Genetic Algorithm's only 2 defense here, but it represents 13 extra damage on the Danger Noodle. Danger Noodle's probably lethal, isn't it? Yeah, we... Rain of Dice. Oh, I don't want to soul roll here. Consult Playbook, and then just Danger Noodle. Dupe Potion. I mean, now it's time to drink the max HP. Upgraded Weak card. Okay. Okay. I do want cheap stock in my opening hand. It's I need supplements for the energy that I'm just not currently generating. Gain 5 max HP by taking damage or lose 50 soul in order to heal. Oh, obviously this one. Okay, cool. That's basically the same text as the previous version. Hopefully I kill the merchant here so I get my money back so we can actually have a good purchase. Oh! One sec. Add a random tackle to your hand. It got 0 this turn as well as... Okay, cool. So we... Rain of Dice. Tackle. 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 We take a decent amount of damage in doing so, but... I'm concerned. Floating Orbs would be such a good card for us. I think I'm actually going to Gambler's Brew. Soul Draw. Yep. We come up short. At the very least, we're going to be able to trigger the meat on the bone. Backtrack smack for the kill. Get a whole bunch of extra souls. Nice amount of money right now. Just absolutely perfect. Apotheosis. Upgrade every card in our deck at once. I do like Apotheosis. Unknown rare attack. I do like rare attacks as well. Deal 6 damage twice to all enemies. Gain an artifact. Exhaust. Upgrades to increase the amount of damage. I mean, like, 6 damage, 9 damage to all enemies twice. Gain an artifact right now for us. Unknown upgraded power card. Don't know about that. We could use the Orrery to choose a bunch of new cards here. I don't know if the Orrery is necessarily a solution for us, though. Is new cards really what we're missing in this deck? Maybe it's new cards and Apotheosis. Okay. So Ori doesn't work here. In order to make sure that I didn't just waste a bunch of money on that, I'm just going to quickly launch back in. Should launch me at the very start of this. I'm trying to play this fight exactly the same as I did previously. If I make any mistakes, oopsie doopsie, but that's all I can do. I went consult. Then I used the tackle first, which drew the extra cards. But I Rain of Dice before that, didn't I? The Rain of Dice result seems like it's different. Is it? No, 31. 31. That's the amount of damage we had on before. Okay, cool. This should be fine. Then I went with Gambler's Brew, which threw all of those except for the Danger Noodle. Then I went Soul Draw, and then Danger Noodle, which wasn't enough. That put me on to the amount of damage that I needed in order to heal out with the meat on the bone, and then I kill next turn by using Backtrack Smack. Okay, cool. Managed to match that entirely, so this time might be statue. Get a potion at the end of every single fight. It's not bad. Also have a potentially potent potion. Downfall, deal 1 to 40 damage. It's also Spiked Energy Drink, muddle the highest 2 cost cards in your hand. So having access to a lot of random card generation, then a lot of muddling seems like a very powerful way to manage this class. I'm going to go Apotheosis, Flail. Every 4th question mark is a treasure room. Probably not that one. There are a couple of cards in this deck that really seem like they need to be... Like, the Tail Whip is so inconsistent, and I'm never going to upgrade it, so it's not going to get more consistent. Ooh. Upgrade all off-class cards in your hand. I can play that and then play Seeing Red, so I effectively just get that for free. Yeah, just Rain of Dice to follow that, I guess. Ow. Gosh, I'm taking a lot of damage. If the active Ghost Flame is not ignited, gain energy. I don't have an active Ghost Flame. That work? Hey, dude. Still works. Stuff done as that frontliner. Let's consult the playbook. Hungry Tackle, return a random 0 cost card. Oh, get the Seeing Red. Then I will Flail. And is there any reason to continue here? No, not necessarily. Okay, multi-beam kill. Unknown upgraded defect card. Seems unlikely to be relevant for me. Let's go for another questo. Oh, it's just another shop. Sure. Another cheap stock. That'll help me really kind of manage the cost of this deck a lot more. Gain 20 block, gain 5 block at the end of each turn. It's already pre-upgraded because of the Frozen Egg. And I would have the ability to... No, I don't have many things that muddle other cards, is the thing. That's not really my power. Okay, I'll take cheap stock still then. Okay. Oh, you gotta love seeing a Crippling Cloud like that. I mean, I wish that I could play the other cheap stock right now, but what we need is an energy relic after the next boss. We just desperately have needed energy relics for a while. Apotheosis? The longer I wait before I start damaging these enemies, the way worse off it's going to be for me, so I am a little concerned, because yeah, that's 27 incoming damage this turn. Static, deflect, upgrade all off class. Yeah, we're just play all of these naturally, right? It's wide, and then it's dice, and it's quick move. Take a little bit of damage this turn. Thankfully, it actually does get us below the threshold for the meat on the bone, so it actually ends up being pretty useful for us, but still... should be... Snake Rake, Slither Strike, and then just destroy you. Add a random off-class attack into your hand and muddle it. Why would I want to muddle random attacks, like, before I know what its cost is? Is the average attack that expensive? I don't think so. I'm gonna try this out. I don't... Oh, I am a piece of candying it, aren't I? I am, oh. There's the Apotheosis as well. Oh, God. I just want extra energy this turn. Thank you for the extra draw at the absolute least, Watcher. White Noise gives us Become Confused, draw an additional card each turn. On average, I don't think that's actually good for us here. Okay, reduce the cost of off-cast cards by 1 this turn. I'll use the Slither Strike, decreasing the cost of them. Then but I'm going to deal a huge amount of damage myself while doing all of this, aren't I? Yeah, I am. Alright, I'm going to reinforce body to start protecting myself against it, actually. Huh? What's the... Hang on. Reduce the cost of off-cast cards in your hand by 1 this turn. Got it. Okay, so those other ones weren't generated yet. Yeah, there was definitely a better order of doing that, but it's the kind of thing that we're going to understand as we go forward. Pass. Wave of the hand and Reach Heaven. Reach Heaven could be pretty bad for us later. I mean, Danger Noodle and then Impatience. Burns. No, Danger Noodle, Wide Sting, Impatient. What do I even want to draw into past that? I guess Beam Cell or Neutralize or Repurpose. Wait, hang on. Impatience is considered off-class? Wait a sec. Wait. Hold up just 1 second here. Off-class is any obtainable card from a class other than your own. So colorless is considered a class. Therefore, are statuses considered a class? Are curses considered a class? Because those are a different class of cards, but those aren't a class's cards, right? Like, Silent doesn't have Impatience in the deck. They're colorless. Okay. Got a lot to learn here. Oh, that's damage right there. Thankfully, we get a healthy dose of damage ourselves. Improvise Guardian Whirl. Very nice, but not what I want here, right? Dice, not for lethal. Enemies weakened, though. And we should have a pretty good shot at killing it. We're getting a lot closer with this character than many others. Start of your turn, add a Soul Road to your hand. It gains... Yeah, we've seen that one before. Do we want it now? Muddle our entire hand. It makes Mud Shield real good. Okay. But no, my opening turn, if I take that, is just like cheap stock, unlimited rolls. Maybe it'll have to be that. At the end of your turn, you no longer discard your hand. That will kill us. Randomize a bad cost and then just keep a wholly randomized bad cost in hand. I have to take Coffee Dripper here because the amount of health that I need from resting is smaller than the amount of health I will lose if I don't have a 4th energy. I'm terrified. I'm shaking. We need so much more power right now. Let's get the Apotheosis upgraded so that I can play it every single time I draw it easily. Buff is 10 block this time. Ten block matters. Okay. Claw, consult the playbook. I really wish I could just play this for 1. At a random attack of the hand, it goes through. Oh my god. I just want to be able to defend. I attack with that. That draws me some cards. Okay, there we go. We got a ghostly armor. Now I'm going to attack all the way through the ghostly armor. Destroy the enemy. Unknown upgraded Hexa card. How many unknown cards do I even enter the deck at the point? Some damage increased by 1, so. 8 is dead. There we go. 1, 9. None of the rest of these considered unknown. Nope. Okay, you only have 9 in the deck, so the dice crush doesn't really make sense. 23 maximum, 1 to 23. Hexaghost cards are so tied into the mechanics of the Hexaghost, though. Guess I pass. Probably want a question mark before the shop, just in case it gives me something I want to upgrade. I'm taking on this challenge. I'll burn all of my potions to get this. I need help here. Uh-oh. 9 to all enemies, 37 total. Deal an extra 20. I'm going to use the flex potion. I'm just going to pop a giant whirlwind here. Actually, I might do that and then the dupe potion as well. Captain's Wheel. Nice. At the start of your 3rd turn, gain 18 block. There's also Dice Boulder. Deal 9 to 34 damage. Can be upgraded any number of times. Okay, so the lower end of this increases with an upgrade significantly more than the higher end, so you end up with a card that is 2 cost and very consistently high damage, I imagine is what's going on there. Maximum block is increased by 1 for each unknown. No. Skip this one as well. Rough. Which of these cards am I most likely to play before the Apotheosis? It's Soldaros, isn't it? It is. Deal 9 damage to all enemies. You do not take damage from the next 2 tackle cards. I'm going to use this effectively as a draw because I hit the enemy's thorns there. Also going to improv attack. Kill that, and then cheap stock. Oh, why did I generate a 0? Ryan. Gem Finder. At the end of combat, you may choose a common gem to put into your deck. We're not going to want that, though. Deal 19 damage 0 times. Hell yeah, get it. Okay. This one... pretty easy, and then Reina dies. Steal some damage back to us. We do get the kill. Add a random, add a common gem to the deck. We're not going to want to do that. Take a potentially potent potion there. I feel like I have drafted myself into a dead end already, and I am yet to realize it. Well, no, I'm not yet to realize it. I'm yet to have the impacts of it. Which is going to be pretty evident when we die. Ooh, question card. Future card wars have 1 or 2 cards to choose from. That seems like it'd be really good earlier on in a run like this, because then you take a bunch of unknown cards and a bunch of the cards that say, these are better if you have more unknown cards. Remove a card from the deck. Okay. My opening hands are feeling really weak right now. Snackbite, I guess. Oof. This fight could be awful. Let's Apotheosis. Double up on Cheekstock and then quick. Hey, and we get the unlimited rolls out. Great. We only take 10 damage the first turn. Could be a whole lot worse. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 5. So 6. 6 times 16 is 36 plus 60. It's 96. I think I need to deal less damage than that and generate some block. Some artifact as well, just in case, right? Nice! We got double artifact and enough block here, so this was definitely correct. Completely negates that enemy's turn there. Let's pop a buffer and consult that playbook. Tackle him. Tackle him. Tackle him. Tackle him. Tackle him. Soul roll. Snake ray. That fight could have been so much worse, and I'm extremely pleased it wasn't. Reina dies. What am I doing? Why are you doing this, Ryan? You know it's wrong. I am so out of my depth right now that I am making decisions that I don't know if I'll stand by them in 0.6 seconds after I've finished making them. Okay. Snack proof, discard your hand, draw 5 to 10 cards, restocks. That is so good. Quick study! Choose 1 of 3 bosses, gain a copy of each of its boss cards. They cost 0 until played. Yeah, that's so much power. If I could take that and then dupe it, I would. Other than that, I think we peace. Just get mad powerful on turn 1 there. Okay. Let's Flame Barrier, Rain of Dice, and then give him a bit of the Danger Noodle. He's not attacking this turn. Quick Study is upgraded. Choose boss, gain all their cards. Okay, so if we go for the champ, we get remove all block, apply 12 damage and 2 vulnerable. We also get Last Stand, remove all debuffs from myself, gain a strength. If I'm below half HP, I gain 2. And the defensive stance as well, so I'm getting 4 at the end of each turn. Collector bosses. Gain a strength and dex, as well as 15 block. Doesn't really matter that turn at 15 block, though. Deal 14 damage. Damage increased by 3 for each debuff on the enemy. We have no debuffs on the enemy. Remove all block and apply 3 weak and 3 vulnerable to all enemies. Okay, so you can set up the Torchfire using the UR Mine. There's also the Ancients here. Deal 8 damage twice. Deal 8 damage twice at the start of your next... Okay, yeah, it's definitely the Ancients. Oh, it's extremely the Ancients. We get point of strength. Get a... Bum 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 what? Yeah, it should be in Twin Beam. I forgot that you can only play one of them in turn. I was wondering, how is Quick Study not the super most OP card? Because it gives you a bunch of cards that are usually 3 cost, and they're all 0 cost. You get to play them all on the same turn. It's because that last thing, the whole you get to play them all on the same turn, that one was wrong. I was incorrect. I should have white stung beforehand. What am I doing? This, my brain is officially broken. Well, officially. Sure, let's muddle shield just in case, and then I can muddle the next hand just for some extra defense if I need it. Megalick. Like it. Get some weakness on the enemy. Also make him vulnerable. I think I just muddle the cost of my whole hand. Oh, that's all blocked next turn? Ugh. Alright. Danger Noodle, sadly not enough damage to carry us there. None of the potions are going to be either. Just eat this 21. Let's use True Grit to burn a Soul Draw, because I'm definitely not going to be playing all of those. And then, yeah, nothing left in the deck that we actually want to use intentionally. Improvised Guard, gain 10 block. Random upgraded 1-cost card. Okay. Hunting down the merchant definitely doesn't seem right for us. Search the treasury for a relic. And, oh, it's just... Yeah, that's unfortunate. Not exactly what we wanted there. Study the Spire. Add a random upgraded colorless boss card to your hand at the start of your next 3 turns. It costs 0 until played. I'll be honest, I'm actually kind of leaning towards cheap stock. And then just cheat a bunch of energy every single turn. I'm effectively just going to eat damage on the first turn of all of my boss fights right now, but... Kinda gotta. Actually, also, though... Heat sinks, cheap stock. Cheap stock. How did these end up in my opening hand rather than the other innate cards that were next? Mastery Lady, when a card is created in combat, upgraded. Yeah, that would be nice. I mean, how nice would it really have been? I got other cards that'll do that for us. Oh, those are some good cards up next. I have the ability to draw into them right now, though. Or do I? Draw 3? No? We already took the damage on the first turn. Oops. Hand of Greed that I don't get to use either. Alright, I'm just looking for a defensive card here, I think. Automata Beam? 26 to all enemies. It's not going to help. Dark Void. Boss awaken 1. Deal 12 damage to all enemies. Next time each enemy does not attack on their turn, gain a strength. None of these are the defensive thing I was looking for. I guess the closest is Automaton with the orb support. I think I'll use that. Okay, and then Thunderclap, Flail, Murder. Power Potion seems significantly better than a lot of the other options there. Take a quick move. I want more significant defense still. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, this makes sense. Okay, Antidote. Lose all poison. Poison does not bypass block. Happens at the end of the turn and loses half its stack then. Got it. So we... What do we want to do? Can only be played if that's the only attack in our hand. I could signature move this turn. Just use my energy potion to make sure I can. We have a shop next floor to get a little bit more prepared. Probably want to save the power potion for that fight, though. Okay. Cheap stock, heal hook, body slam, damage. Okay. This one's got to be unlimited, cheap stock, clothesline you, and then muddle shields. The idea being that now I have the ability to muddle a whole hand to try and get some defense for the next turn. Oof. Oh, that's a lot of poison very early here. Enemy's about to put Wraith form on you. Is Danger Noodle gonna destroy all the antidotes? I probably can't cast it. Is like, unless I know it's not gonna do that, I actually cannot. Because if I lose those, I lose the game. You know what? It's earlier enough in the fight that I think I have to find out. It does consider them. I have to. I can't do that. I need the ability to remove the poison later on. Otherwise, I've already lost. Well, I should not build Danger Noodle if I intend on using antidotes in this fight. Let's do exactly the same stuff we did in the previous. Okay, then 1, 2, 3, clothesline. I did not remove poison that turn either. I removed poison after the bouncing flask. Then we shockwave. And then I soul drew. And then instead I go rain of dice. Might sting. Oh, yeah, it makes those 0 cost at least. Soul roll before I made those 0 cost, I guess. Yeah, probably. Bouncing Flask is about to come out. Commands. Command X times and gain 6 block X times. Unfortunately, that's not really going to work for us, is it? Let's start with a flail. Backflip a little. I'm gonna Apotheosis before... What's this? Upgrade makes it... Oh, also draw a card. Cool. We'll soul draw, maxing out our hand. Nice. Unfortunately, don't have the ability to play the Echo form anymore, though. Like, I don't... I kind of just want to double rain of dice here and then soul roll, see what I get. Oh. Tungsten. You get Echo form for free at the absolute least. Did forget about the tungsten on top of the... on top of that. Oh god, so much poison. Okay. Quick study, I need some defense. On your next turn, gain 20 block, as well as 2 strength. There's also the Guardian Whirl, deal 4 damage to all enemies 4 times. Not great for us right now. Lose 6 HP, deal 6 damage to random enemies 6 times. Ghost Inferno seems like it'd be really good. It's also Time Eater, gain 2 strength for every 12th card you play. Gain 10 block, trigger all the effects that happen at the start of your turn. That wouldn't poison me, would it? 18 applies slow to all enemies. I think it's probably defensive mode. Alright, take Guardian and charge up. Some extra defense for the next turn. Try and defend myself naturally this turn. No, I need to defend myself this turn, don't I? I think I do, actually. What other effects happen at the start of my turn? Not too many. Maybe I take Hexaghost and I just Ghost Guard right now. Oh god, I had Echo form as well. Well, got a lot of cards in the discard now. Ghost Guard, and then Let's see what we can do. Choke isn't even going to bypass, right? It really feels like I need to antidote next turn. I have messed up this whole fight something fierce. Yeah. I'm not about to retcon it, but yeah, it's this could have been handled so much better naturally. Let's go with a time ripple to get that slow on you. Oh, cool. Is that going to prevent my second play from the Echo form here? No, it doesn't. Okay, good. At least we got that on our side. Let's clothesline for some weakness. I'm going to antidote. And yeah, I'm going to make myself very vulnerable to dying to poison next turn. Simply have to kill the enemy this turn, no choice. So, off-class, off-class, 2 off-class cards in hand. This is a total of 19. Got it. Let's probably backflip and snake rake to start out with. Double backflip. One, two, yeah, still only 2 off-class cards in hand. I think I'm going to snake rake here. Hopefully, yeah, changing the cost of the danger noodle down significantly. Then improv that attack, and then danger noodle. We get to survive this fight, but I have no illusions about the possibility of killing anything past this point. Starting out with the merchant. I mean, take my setup if I'm offered it, right? There's the apotheosis as well. Let's pop that, then rage. I mean, then it's like consult playbook, right? Just bang, 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 bop, continually. Because we've got the rage, so we keep getting blocked. So if I am going to do that, maybe I quick study and find a... Oh, actually, if I quick study first, then the consult playbook becomes harder to play, right? Boss gain a strength at the start of each turn. Deals 4 damage to all enemies. Next time they don't attack on their turn, gain strength. God, do I want to get a defensive stance out from the champ here? Remove all block, apply 2 vulnerability. I mean, face slap's really good here too. Sure. I'll do that. I'll face slap. It's a significant amount of damage that presents the board right now. Then I cheap stock, then consult playbook. And then we just hit you as many times as we can. Good instincts, get a collect out, and then soul roll. Unfortunately, we didn't make anything else playable. In fact, we just made the boss cards that we shuffle back into the deck unplayable. Good work, me. Let's improvise an attack, get a strike. Not necessarily super enthused by that. Rain of dice 2 times for a little bit of damage, and then iron, possibly for some defense here. What's up? Looking to defend against the bomb damage that was. Should have soldier on first, my bad. Oh, it worked. It worked. It made the flail cost less. That's kind of everything I needed it to do. Also prevent weak from coming in with the blind. Then Danger Noodle would destroy a decent amount of cards here. Muddle your hand. Meteor Strike. I'm gonna Miracle, muddle my hand, play the Meteor Strike for free, gaining a bunch of extra energy as a result. Licks the hand. Why would I want that many licks? Upgrade all off-class cards in hand. If I upgrade a default lick, what did it do? Get us a draw? Does it get us a draw? If it gets us a draw, that means it's useful. No, just more goop. Well, I mean, they're off-class cards if nothing else, so... Danger Noodle for a bunch of damage. We exhaust a bunch of cards, getting Feel No Pain triggers. Okay, okay. Looks like the Merchant's not going to be the end of our run, but we'll find where it comes, because I feel like it's still out there on the horizon. All right. Let's go for a random dice to round out this fight. Loaded die. Cards that choose random numbers have +1 to their minimum. I like it. Trash the treasure. Exhaust a card. Gain energy equals to its cost. Soul exchange. Exhaust your hand. Placing random cards in the exhausted cards class. It's a way to get a lot of cards extra. I don't know if I need it. Unknown, uncommon, upgraded skill card. Maybe. I don't know. There's a shop here. Didn't really get much money, so I don't really have anything to spend. Become confused or extra at the start of your next turn. That don't really seem good. None of the potions seem better than the stuff I have. Okay, so we'll bail out of that. Go to here. Smith to get another card upgraded. Is it Quick Study? Is it Flail? I mean, Flail I would play earlier than I get my... I would play it earlier than I get my... name thing. Hang on. Unplayable whenever an ethereal card is exhausted, draw a card. So, oh, sneak. I would play it earlier than I would get my Apotheosis, is the word I was looking for there. Apotheosis. Let's go for the Dex. Power Potion as well. Whenever you play an off-cast card, draw one card. Okay. Well, I think we found the line. Let's start with an Apotheosis here, right? And then Flex. Flail, so I get to keep the strength at the end of the turn. I need not to burn too much stuff. The Danger Noodle is gonna... I'm gonna need that. Foresight? Yeah, Scry. Uh-oh. Well, I guess I'm soul rolling right now just to guarantee that I can... Oh, no. Let's quick move to see if I can play it. That didn't work. Soul roll. Okay, we can play it. 2 strength every turn. Keeping the 5 strength that we just got at the very start there as well. And we can scry past a lot of the curses also. Ooh, a lot of this is good. A lot of this is very good. That Crippling Cloud in particular looks pretty good. When you play this, muddle your hand. When you play another card, rather, muddle your hand, then discard this. I need to play this. Force Ignite the previous Ghost Flame. What does this do when you have no Ghost Flames? Deals 4 damage once. Got it. Alright. Let's Crippling Cloud the enemy here. Oh my god, that Quick Study desperately wants to be played, but am I going to have the ability to? Especially with how I keep changing my hand right now. Maybe not. We got way too much draw in here. I think I'm going to soul roll this hand. Yeah, Quick Study 0 cost right now. And I can play Vigilance, Thunderclap before it. Heck, I gained a doppelganger before it for 2. And then, do I quick study? Yeah, I want the cards from quick study cycling back into the deck. Probably Awakened one, right? Hope I get kiooeht in hand. No, I got Dark Void. Deal 18 damage. The next time the enemy does not attack on their turn, gain 1 strength exhaust. I'm going to spend more time setting up in this fight, so sure. I'm going to just not draw those 2 if you don't mind. Oh, whole hands authorial now. Thanks, Haunted. I mean, like, if I worship now, I just go off. It is ethereal, but it's also retained, so I get to keep that in hand at the end of the turn. I need to exhaust that card. This is ethereal now, so I'll just leave Icky into my hand at the end of the turn. What would this look like if it was upgraded? Use Wide Sting to upgrade it right now, I guess. Ah, restore 20 HP if I die at the end of this fight. Nice. Let's Vigilance. Priming Beam. I definitely don't want to Danger Noodle while I have the Worship. Do I just play Worship and just start going off? I think I do, actually. How many boss cards have I played this turn? I played a boss card, didn't I? It was... No, I didn't. Okay. So we'll use Soul Draw, looking for the possibility of Soul... Oh, nice. We just got another Void. That's good. Draw again. Don't find anything. And then we let this lie. We get a lot of cards next turn. We may have actually managed to set this up effectively. I don't know if the Soul Draws really matter to us at all. Let's get the improvised attack at least. There's the kiooeht. Wanted that out earlier, but I'll accept it now, I guess. 18 strength. Gonna get 3 strength a turn, 4 strength a turn with the kiooeht. Thunderclap's still a pretty good... Is Thunderclap a good card? It's vulnerability, but it's very expensive. I'm thinking because I may just want to Danger Noodle a lot of these cards out of my hand right now. Specifically, I want to consult Playbook and then Danger Noodle, but... What's that? Yeah, because I'm not generating much defense at all. Gosh, it might be Muddle and then just Danger Noodle. Mod Shield. Danger Noodle. Okay. Danger Noodle's getting significantly worse as I burn more cards out of the deck, so let's pass that. Let's also pass the Iron Fang. Hang on. Cheap stock, reduce the cost. Not reduce the cost this turn or until played, just reduce the cost. So as we're cycling, the deck should just be gradually becoming 0 cost? So then the Soul Draws become way more important. Did I accidentally build a good deck? Hang on. Hang on just one moment here. I might have accidentally meta-brained this. I appear to have possibly mega-brained. I guarantee this is not intentional. Soul Draw. Priming Beam. Let's improv another attack. Place it into stasis. Tick. Deal. Do I need to? I don't want to burn out the turret beam right now. Should I play it? Maybe I just play it. Oh, so orbs. So it looks like orbs, stasis, and slimes all take the same slot as Snecko here. Got it. If I had fewer Snecko cards in this deck, I may have accidentally just built an infinite. In a vacuum, I will always build an infinite. Is the lesson of this here, I think. How much? Oh my god, so many different effects. How much mantra do we have? We have no mantra. Okay, we'll put that in the next cycle of the deck then. Then we priming beam to get to the next cycle of the deck. Soul Draw because I start retaining it. Yeah, Soul Draw because I retain it. Soul Draw because I retain it if I get it. Pass. Watcher comes out. Did we already kill someone else? I don't even remember. I'm gonna drop that Danger Noodle. Then we worship. Priming Beam. I mean, Danger Noodle by itself is already lethal, but I want to play the Vigilance so that I still have that left in the deck. Oh, no, wait, because I changed start, so it was no longer lethal. Oops. That's mine. We got lethal at the end. Let's off class into hand. Reduce the cost of random attack on your hand to 0 this turn. Fine. Attack. Attack. Soul. Do I want to burn Chomp? Yeah, Chomp doesn't seem that good. Burn that. Draw. Attack again. And heck, let's throw some extra damage out there. And set up a worship starting for the next turn. Vigilance. Okay, yeah, we... Oof, we're a divinity deck now? Oh, how did I do that? Sure, I'll take all those. It's priming. Mm-hmm. 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 Danger Noodle. Burns all the cards that I was about to lose anyway. Soul Draw to find another Danger Noodle. We'll Soul Draw again to find Worship in order to get to enough strength to generate an attack. And then Danger Noodle for 282 damage at the very end. Okay. So, I think I know what I was missing. Snecko is not a character that you define your play during the meta level, right? You don't define your play when you are picking your... Well, I mean, okay, to an extent, you definitely do. But it's degrees, right? So give me a second here as I try and work this out verbally. Many other characters... Your meta level decisions of what cards to include into your deck and what cards not to include into your deck make they have a 1-to-1 they have a gosh, I'm usually not this flustered for words. They have an expected observable effect in your deck. Obviously, if you're including cards that randomly generate other cards, you're not necessarily going to have access to the same thing. So, think of this character less as a... comparison for Ironclad, Silent Watcher, the defects, even less of a comparison as Slime Boss, Guardian, and Hexaghost. But this character is more, you kind of have Corruption Dead Branch. Like, your meta level choices make a lot of, still matter a lot when you have Corruption Dead Branch, right? You want to include cards that give you draw. You want to include cards that give you other skills in hand. You want to include cards that benefit from exhaust, right? You still have decisions that you make in the meta level, but while you are playing with the Corruption Dead Branch deck, you are deciding how to win each individual fight in that fight by what cards you generate. I think that is the clearest parallel that I can point out here, right? You're determining your win strategy in action, or at least you are determining more of your win strategy in action than other characters would, outside of the circumstance of, you know, generate a bunch of random cards, and the most effective thing that does that in this game is the Corruption Dead Branch. Or you could also think of it as like a bunch of Shiv cards in Dead Branch, right? But that, at that point, becomes more about value generation, because usually you also put other things in that deck that still make it significantly more powerful, because it's not as broken as Corruption Dead Branch. My comparison, by the way, to Corruption Dead Branch here is not a comparison based on power level. It is a comparison based on specifically that dynamic of the point at which you decide how to counter a fight occurring during the fight more commonly, or more of that decision making happening in the fight than is the balance for many other characters. God, I hope I explained that well. I hope that made sense. If not, feel free to hit me up in the comments. I'm going to try and muddle my way through a couple extra 100 words in an essay response to one of you trying to figure out how to better explain it, because it works in my mind. I think I have a clear idea here. And I think my expectation that that wasn't what I was going to be encountering was the reason that in the middle of this run, my brain died, because I didn't know what to do. Like, at the very start, you can see that I was very trying to force that to happen. An example of that would be, I got Girya, and I went very heavy down the line of just getting a bunch of lifts, and also a couple of multi-attack cards, and then I was thinking about what other classes have more common multi-attack cards in them so that I can try and go for those. That's a reasonable decision to make, I think, but that was very much me trying to enforce a consistency upon a character that is specifically attempting to defy that consistency. It's not that you can't make this character consistent. It's that that shouldn't necessarily come first. Maybe I'm wrong. I'm gonna have to play this character way more before I actually like correctly pinpoint how to do. But for the moment, cheat. This turn, cards that choose a random number for their effect choose the maximum possible number. There's also shift, exhaust all off-class cards in your hand, replacing them with new ones, and rotation, also snack-proof, discards all off-class cards, draw that many +1. So these are ways to increase your consistency. Got it. Got it, got it, got it. Because we have no more characters to unlock at this point, what I am going to do near the very end here is go back in. No, wait, hang on. If there's no characters to unlock, I don't need to just die to get the next level of unlocks. But I still probably should. Yeah, I still probably should. Random rare card. Move 1 space. Abandon run. We climbed a floor and we unlocked an unknown colorless card, an unknown strength card, and an unknown dexterity card. Super interesting additions that we get to make here. Alright. Let's pop back to this main menu. And then I'll do the thing that I was asked previously. I'm not actually going to be using these skins. Like, there were a couple people who were asking, and I'm like, I'm fine, thanks. I prefer the original aesthetic of the game. Here's the second skin, the Hexago for the Hexaghost. And then the Snecko just has the Snecko. Oh, no. Okay. I was wondering, when does the other shoe drop on this one? Okay, and doesn't have another skin past that. Cool, cool, cool. In the next episode, we're going to be looking to unlock the waifu skin for Slime Boss, but for the moment, my name has been Rhapsody, the name of the game has been Slay the Spire Downfall. There are links in the description down below to everything you could possibly be looking for, the mod itself, the game itself, as well as all of my content, past, present, and future on this video game. Hopefully you've been enjoying yourselves, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow.